Right now, your KNOE 8 News hour-by-hour forecast.
Dylan, you have some good news for the weekend.
It's looking dry.
Which is great news.
Knock on wood.
We better do it.
Knock on all the wood you can find. This weekend's looking pretty good. And look at that, the dawn of a brand new day. Congratulations, we are all living the gift of life here. And not only that, it's Friday. Hopefully for some of you, it's Paycheck Friday, but it is cold out there, so your kids, as they head off to the bus, might want a sweater or a jacket. It's going to be in the lower end of the 30s. Some of you are actually going to be below freezing, but we have the sunshine from start to finish. That will be the good news. Hey, something cool I want to show you here. This month has been, talk about a big roller coaster in terms of our temperatures here. We're up, we're down, we're sideways. It's warm, it gets cold. And I think that today we're going to be filling in a blue number here for below average temperatures. Let's get a look at that right now. Below freezing for a few of you. Out toward Tallulah, it's a little bit warmer, but look down toward Natchez. What's going on there? The ice box on the map, 27. It's chilly down there. Up to our north. This is actually kind of interesting here. So a lot of our temperature has to do with the wind direction. And so today we have a ridge of high pressure up toward eastern Oklahoma. Well, wind goes clockwise around high pressure. Think about a clock spinning. And so what's happening here is that we get that north wind coming in. But as we head throughout the weekend, this ridge is going to shift and we're going to get a little bit of a fluctuation in our wind direction, which will lead to a warm up. So today, starting off here in the 30s, a little bit warmer here as we get closer toward the afternoon, probably 50 degrees. We do have high pressure. Big thumbs up in terms of our commute weather. If you're heading to Jackson, if you're heading to Shreveport, heck, if you're driving to Atlanta, I think things are going to be looking pretty good for today. Maybe a couple clouds, but I think that we are going to keep it pretty dry. As we head through the future, we do stay dry through most of the weekend. We have a very weak front up to our north that will creep in as we head toward Saturday. Might bring us a few showers. I think that this particular future tracker is overdoing it just a little bit. We don't have a lot of moisture in place, so I'm very much so leaning on the side of caution, keeping our forecast dry, but I do think that we might see a brief sprinkle here or there. Now, Monday night, totally different story. We are tracking another plunge of Arctic air and also another area of low pressure. But this go around, I think that we're going to be looking at more cold air. We could potentially be looking at a wintry mix. So I want to walk you through a couple different possible solutions that I put together. Solution number one shows that we have an area of low pressure, and it keeps the area of low pressure up toward the northern plains, and I think that the cold air is really going to hold tight to that low, and the coldest air will stay up toward the Tennessee River Valley. If this solution comes through, we'll stay all rain with a brief transition to wintry precipitation on the back side of that system here. Then eventually that pulls out, might get a few flurries as cold air really rushes in. Solution number two shows that this area of low pressure is a little bit further to the south, and so consequently, the cold air might also be a little bit further to the south. Now look at this. We're looking at some of those pinks and blues extending out toward I-49, even out toward Shreveport, Bossier. And this solution, if it comes through, we could be looking at more light snow than mix and potentially even a little bit sticking to the ground if we can get the surface temperatures below freezing, which will be hard to do considering that the day before the storm, we're going to be looking at temperatures in the 60s. But any way you swing it, we have a lot of variables at stake. And with weather forecasting, normally 36 to 48 hours out, you can get a lot more of a confident guess than being 4 days out or 5 days out. Here's a look right now. Warm up for the weekend. Tuesday, there's that storm system that we're tracking. Wednesday and Thursday, partly cloudy. Temperature is going to be cold next week. Overnight lows, another shot of Arctic air as we leave January and already looking toward February. It looks like we're going to be starting out here on a cold note as we only have one more week left of January.
Yeah, but you know what? February is still winter time.